Yeah, let's hope.
Has to worry about that, actually. So
If you may suffer from seizures, please tune out of the show now, because
I'll warn you before any LAN highlights.
he's going to be playing all night long, or at least what's left of this evening. We got Fallen back at the server. Launders, can you read the 5 names on FUT for me real quick?
Yeah. Crabini, Dezugi, Krasimentri, Dimon, Elonix.
Ooh. And Molodoy.
Yeah, the 5 players on FUT.
Yep. We are 5 toes of the same foot.
Oh, he's like, how many FUT jokes do you think we could squeeze in?
I came ready.
Came up with that one, though. That was good.
I love that we come out of that tech pause, you know, FUT all hyped for the challenge, and it's a single P250 tap to just give them a dose of reality. You can go stack that A bomb site all you want. FURIA gonna just still walk around with options. Yakindar's gonna go take a sniff towards the B site. And activity heard here with the aggressive A main push. KSCERATO's not going to get the quad immediately, but still just killer execution on the first 3. And FURIA, this T side begins with a pistol victory. Or does it? Because bomb got dropped in the middle of all that. That's scary. KSCERATO.
All the way leaned back, as usual.
Yeah, he had that distraction offered up by a teammate and blindsides everybody coming his way.
That's the spot he's basically always in on the pistol. He's just so good on this position. I'm sure they were thinking about it, but they got a little distracted. Be a shame of their reign of terror has to end at some point. It's gotten them to play in this match, so obviously it was coming. But they put themselves in a spot to be like a scary team for FURIA to just have to beat today. Kind of feels like how eyeballers were for Vitality. And in case KSCERATO, as mentioned, not super excited about Anubis, but was excited about the T side.
Ooh, see you later, Lau. Naded out of that one. Early positioning ready to roar through this B site. We get a bit of a stack going on. The 3 players of the 4 left up. Krabeni, good headshot. That'll stop a gun for a second. Demon picks one up as well, but it's Molodoy here with the recovery. 3 kills to his name. Very quickly off to the races. Demon doubles back. Smoke soon to fade. He's concerned about Fallen over here, and if he can push Fallen and drop that bomb, then there was still something left to play out, but Molodoy really saved the day with that triple. Make sure that there's no further bleeding, and it's a conversion out of FURIA.
And Demon was, I don't think we got to cast him, but it was like a few years ago on Navi Jr. that he was just an absolute threat. And it was interesting to see, you know, well, the thought of like where he would go from there, because it just felt like everybody coming off this team was going to be successful, right, one way or another. Just like the perfect feeder system, getting to talk to Blade every once in a while, like a great track record between Monacy and Bid. And he was so young at the time.
Just felt like one of the biggest positives, there we go, of having Navi Jr. sign you is like Blade's in your contacts. You know, he's in your phone.
We'd see him also, we'd just see him like, it was only the only times we really saw coach footage where he was actually with the team.
Yes.
And, you know, you'd hear about that. And I would just love to be a fly on the wall. Like I've never got to experience anything like that. Like a coach of that caliber coming down to help you learn Counter-Strike. It's just like, really, it was a really cool thing to watch. Like just as a Counter-Strike fan, as like a fan of our scene, to see the academy teams get taken so seriously and to be so successful.
Felt like he was the biggest name in terms of like a coaching or support staff to go down into that level. So
yeah,
he took it seriously, and I don't think it can be overstated how important the Academy League really was for a generation of players. It's a shame that we don't still have it. But here comes Cemetery hanging on with the op, waiting for this line on long. Oh, the timing.
Goodness, the timing's crazy.
Gives up the spot.
Oh, it's all good, though. He doesn't die. His teammates saved him.
He's not able to fully escape KSCERATO.
Oh, okay, well, those are both done.
dziugss cleared out. A-site cleared out. Demon may find the frag back onto Fallen at least, but it's still man advantage secured by FURIA, wasting no time applying that A-long pressure and taking over site. And the first gun round as well that FUT tried to bring to the table, they go up against a very quick-moving FURIA in this one. Felt like they had a plan at a spawn and they applied it to no real resistance.
FUT really got their socks knocked off, huh? It's gonna be easy.
Keep it coming, Mohan. Keep it coming.
I think you're still one up. That was a good one.
Terrorists win.
You think guy in the back of Fallen's cam was I don't think he was watching the game last time, right?
I think he's just working at the office.
Yeah. I wonder if it's even the same company.
Might be like their merch vendor, you know?
Right. Just totally different mission in life.
Like, listen, John, I know you've got that really important project
Hammer
to get
guy.
done, but
Okay, he's making the movie.
Fallen's going to be competing from your office. Molidoy trying to get ahead of that smoke. Pistol on the other side.
Just knew he could get away with that, and they'll be able to walk through the smoke as well. They're being very aggressive. I love it. It's working. Whoa, headshot.
Yeah, nicely done.
Oh.
Unraveled that setup in an instant.
Oh, what?
They didn't have the most to work with, but Molidoy makes sure that it's quick work for the first two. Demon at least brings it back by one, but it's yet another round where FURIA just sink their teeth deep into that bomb site, and there's no real resistance. Not enough to win the round anyways. You can save, though, if you'd like. FUT upgrades to be had here inside of E-Box.
Yeah.
But that's another one added to the scoreboard early.
I mean, I saw Molidoy get this flick, and I was like, I was shocked to see the kill feed, because I was like, there's no way that killed him, and then you see the headshot as well.
What a micro adjustment.
Yeah.
Through the wall? Like, not even like the far part of the wall, but the frickin' column right in front of him.
Fat part of the wall.
Frickin', I keep saying that today. I don't know what's going on.
No.
It's frickin' cool round, man.
Don't censor yourself.
Let
it rip,
I
man.
think contractually I have to.
Terrorists win.
The amount that we've sworn on this broadcast.
Oh, that's dirty.
No.
Dirty shot from Molidoy. And I mean, he didn't skip a beat either in their last game.
No, he was a monster.
So far, the bounty has been his playground.
Frickin' playground.
The longer I don't swear, the more
You want
the
to?
more impactful it feels.
Right. Save up a good one for the next
Yeah, oh,
one.
I will. Haven't seen
The place your
Sid.
pets is it Fallen's last year playing. He threatened it again.
Don't say that.
He said it. I didn't say it.
No. Don't say that.
You know what though? It's everyone was saying he should have retired at Rio, right? That was the consensus.
That's what
And
he-
now everyone's like,
Sure.
no, how can he retire this year?
Well, things have changed.
they have changed.
His what he was bringing to the table in Rio sure looked different than what he brought to the table in 2025. Trying to walk it out middle. He'll be clipped out by Krabeni. And so it looks like FUT may have found their first round. It's a 5v3 to still close out. Missed Incendiary. What's that doing up there? Trying to send smoke signals for reinforcements.
Tac pause works great here for FUT, apparently. 2 big finds. It's not going to stop FURIA from trying. Already pressed up against the glass here at E-Box. 2 inside of main.
Burn out a couple positions, get a little bit of an answer in the utility here of FUT. Ooh, awkward trying to change grenades like that. Luckily, they don't get jumped on in that moment. An additional volley of nades comes over top. That follow-up frag, or fire rather, stops Yukindar. He gets clipped from behind. Fast move by Krebeni to just compromise the other side of the sit. And then you'd think there's no commitment here.
Might lay back, draw out some more utility. I don't really know. I don't think FUT will be looking for any kind of fight.
Happy to
How have they saved up this much money after buying and... Because they just picked up the guns this round on 2 players?
Survived last round with 3.
Yeah, okay.
Had full
that makes
round
sense then.
loss. And now win one with 5 alive, so...
It's well done.
It's a good way to try to jumpstart a CT side here. So first round's found 6 rounds in, off of the tac pause, like you said.
Yeah.
Credit due. Coach comes in, cemetery opens. And Molodoy's got the opening shot instantly though. Poor Lau down now 1-4 his start. And Fallen's going to remain passive here on the bridge. Ooh, as he tries to peel away, Krebeni comes in. Good trade back by Molodoy, but it's the man advantage lost as Krebeni pops 2 heads off that bridge peak.
I love they're still going looking for more in a 3-on-3. This just helps open up the map so much. Oh my goodness, Molodoy. Spidey sense was tingling. That timing gets shut down.
Kindar versus dziugss. He just wants to lock into his position, so concerned about that middle push. Kindar's happy to just wait this out. His teammates slowly getting towards him. And the CT's got to push ahead of the timing.
He's just not worried about this, though. I mean, Yukindar could accidentally walk into it, but...
2 peas in the same pod.
He's pre-aiming a little deeper. Oh my goodness, that works out so well for Yukindar. I want to say he's just like way ahead of this.
Timing on that departure, still concerned about middle.
He's going to jump up because I think...
Shouldn't get away with much. Molodoy already prepared for that peek. Oh, if only
Molodoy's awareness is too much. He's going to ace this round.
12-3, unstoppable so far. And FURIA respond to FUT's first round win with an instant answer right back. It's off to the save. And more pain as this T side is dominating.
Who's getting #1 this year?
That's a crazy question, but there's no pressure.
January's almost
January.
over.
Is it? My God, it is the 18th. Time flies. Who gets #1 this year?
Wild bet.
Donk.
Donk. Okay.
Takes it back.
He does have a very cool team coming into the year.
Yeah, exactly.
Terrorists win.
This is the studio that the players will soon be joining us in.
You think Monacy could get it?
Yeah, I mean,
Falcons figure it out?
figure out their visa issues maybe.
Yeah, that's actually the first step probably.
Just, you know, because I had Falcons painted. I was like, Falcons, this is the event they could win. They could start the season up high. And then obviously you secure the land portion of the event and you don't come in with one of your hottest prospects. It's not the way anybody wants to start the year.
Yeah.
Players, support staff, organization, TO, fans alike. We want Falcons firing on all cylinders so that we get the best CS we can. So for now, I'll say no. Lau NX making a move. He's been kind of shut out of a lot of these early rounds and finally gets away with a bit of information, but doesn't want to risk his life too long. Krebeni with the mid walkout. It's got Yukindar on this side of the doors. Molodoy right there with him, and Molodoy's been so sharp, like so prepared for those little tiny peaks, but not this one. Yukindar gets the trade back at least. Playing around with the Opper.
And Demon, he might have found a gap, but I don't know.
Yukindar comes back at this, worried about camera.
Does he pre-clear this. No,
Nope.
caught on the way back out.
Nicely
Nice
done.
one for Demon.
Man advantage with that.
And Fallen not shy, even though he's got the bomb on his back. Walking into mid. It's a total call out.
It's a one-on-one to kick it off.
With the bomb spotted, though, the CTs are going to be fully alerted. Oh, it doesn't matter. Great hold.
Easy mow down on the approach. Yuri's gonna dodge the op shot. Pressure still on this bomb site to hold. Changing guns here into the opper. It's gonna burn him out. There's the first of the 3 for Yuri. We've got this A main flank coming silently. Heaven players stomping around. And Demon's gonna be the one to put this on ice as FUT do find a second.
It's real nice moves here for Demon. I mean, out of that smoke and like knowing how to like replace his teammate who just got a kill as well makes the rotation happen.
Building blocks put in place with that one.
They don't want anything to go wrong inside of middle this time.
There's no challenger here for FURIA. You're worried about it because of the smoke, but very much leaning back into this one. We hit the minute 10 mark. It's really just KSCERATO outside of A main that FURIA have to work with, so FUT start to feel the squeeze.
No flash. Oh, shots missed. They don't know about Yuri.
Could have been a death. Yuri is there to make sure that they don't let Demon escape. Trying to get into that fight, lucky to have survived the op shot. Uncharacteristic miss from Molodoy. He'll scoop up bomb. And off that frag, it looks like FURIA start to take a look at B.
They love going to where you just ingressed. Oh man, that's a huge play. Grabini has got this mid lockdown. They're coming to check on it, and actually he gets refragged. Yeah, this is just FURIA double checking.
Lau's been behind
Could
this.
see him as well.
Yeah, he's been behind this pillar multiple times as well. He's literally been naded out of that without having a fight at least twice now. Oh, double kill from dziugss, the third. Oh, 10 seconds, and it's gonna put pressure on KSCERATO to try to push this out through camera. Oh, the E-box peek, and he gets all 4.
Oh my goodness, what a clutch. What an absolutely insane hold.
Felt like that bomb site was all FURIA's for the taking. The fact that they get Lau NX from behind the pillar with just their nades.
Yeah, that was beyond done.
Felt like it had already been picked up.
Whew. That is sharp rifle work. We're getting clips done to great teams.
Look what it earns them as well. Pistols here for FURIA. Chance at build. I said the building blocks are in place. Well, you just threw a wrench in the works. dziugss right back at it with an aggressive move out towards A, just on the brink. Molodoy gonna pounce on him using the AK. No second frag instantly. Krabeni hangs on to long, and then that camera hold comes through. Triple kill as they tried to force their way through smoke.
Wow.
Back-to-back quad kills coming out of FUT players. We've got FURIA slowly losing this lead.
Yeah, no kidding. And Krabeni is like every single round, he's kind of had a kill or more with massive impact that's kind of turned the tides. Different parts of the map. KSCERATO was talking about how this map is still very, very T-sided, but you can see what you can do if you have the right players in the right positions here. They're making these holds look easy. No free wins here at the Bounty.
Tried to be stubborn about getting through off that Molodoy opening.
Nasty.
All too easy for Krebeni.
2 flashes. Dodged. 4 players killed. That's his sight.
One damage frag grenade. Benny can feel that approach going down towards middle. Kindar looks to come and join Fallen. That's the pistols on the other side of this door, but it's the pistols and the bomb. And FUT looking to put Krebeni behind the doorway. His multi-kill potential has been lights out, but he leaves at the sign of that utility over towards long, just throwing himself inside of camera instead.
This angle's been very kind to him.
Yeah, it's Demon's chance to take contact. Flash rumbling comes through. Yuri actually kills Krebeni. Now Demon needed the multi-kill, but Yuri's the one to get the double. There it is. Dugs again, a triple. Symmetry comes through with the op connection. Bomb is at the feet of the CTs. And KSCERATO is going to come back towards middle, blinding the op, forcing it to dive into the cover of Temple. Another flash to try to regain possession of this bomb. There is still time to piece together this clutch, but he's got to go. And it's being covered. Kills his. No time now. Unfortunately, the clock comes back to haunt FURIA, and that lead they once had has fizzled out.
I mean, it's so amazing, the sprays that are happening right now from multiple players here on FUT. And FURIA have made mid central to their game plan. It's been no issue.
Well-tethered rifles. And now they're feeling that confidence coming into the 12th. Better be careful, though, because FURIA still have tools for the job, and they've already got this rapid pace set towards long A. It's a bad nade bouncing out of the windows. That one a little bit better. FURIA just try to scramble the defenses.
Can't write him off on any round. This one they're going for with the full pop.
They give Fallen the full belt of utility.
You want to run into the 2 multi-fraggers here at FUT. That's how you do it.
Yeah, right. Big spray down potential here on long. Smoke about to come up.
Flash could be everything.
Good. Blinds one. Oh, he's got to pull away, but from the corner, Krebeni only with 1 kill. The Tech 9s prevail. Upgrades to be found, and there's no rotation nearby either. They were so confident that those 2 players who have shown us great multi-kill potential would have gotten more than they did. Damage on majority of the FURIA squad, but it's that deep positioning already up inside of heaven here for Yuri. Kindar right there to try to tether off of him. And now Lau down to 9 as well.
They tagged him.
Yuri, he'll find 1. And as Fallen gets blasted off of the fountain, it's a Molodoy clutch. He's been the hands-down best player for FURIA, and he's going to add a clutch to the board, a 1v2, a 17 and 7.5 for Molodoy. Yet again, the pillar of this FURIA team. 15 to the clock. It's another close call coming out of FURIA in round 11. Op finds the pit kill. Somebody's got to clear Brolin out of this corner. And here comes Zershin sprinting in through the moto smoke to send the curveball through. He can plant. Again.
He can plant.
Again. Just enough time. 1v3 queued up for Molodoy. Him versus Torzi. And he looks the wrong direction. Does he get wind of it?
Oh,
it's
he must
right
have
there
spotted.
for the peak, but Molodoy's still hiding, and Torzi doesn't know. He gives up the info, takes the no-scope to the chest, and it's another clutch for Molodoy, his 2nd of this half alone.
Round number 18, FURIA. 5 kills away from the big stage at the Moody Center. They just need to complete this round, and it starts well. KSCERATO has slaughtered Flammus as he tries to burst through the smoke here. Nice jump up, but KSCERATO's still out there. That M4 doing all the work. It's a massive quad kill. And he already had he almost had the ace earlier. This time he's going to try and see if he can really complete it. The USB out, and he gets it. An ace to get to the playoffs.
You said Fallen's been quiet on Inferno. Well, he can't afford to be quiet here in round 22. Do they do a contact? Is it really going to be just dry? It is into the orb. Cello activates if he's necessary. Now the nade does chip damage, but still that bomb is under their control. And Fallen steps up, delivers when his team need him most. A triple kill on the orb. Down goes Rek on A, and the job is done. The round is won, 11-11. I know what Fury are wishing for. Another one of them from Fallen. 4 kills in the round.
FURIA stacked those rounds. m0NESY uses that moment to establish an angle on Hut, but first shot misses. And there's a lot of movement for FURIA. Outer, they write off this threat. Kicksan can't get his. This is dziugss just trying to charge it down. Multiple bodies still, but he doesn't give a damn.
He's not done yet.
Oh, he's just tearing right through everyone.
He's a bulldozer.
Nico, last man standing here inside of the site. It's a quad kill for dziugss. He will stare them in the face and step up to the plate.
What a monster, dziugss.
Take a look. Nothing that he can see, but if he continues on this journey, he could have caught them off guard. Molodoy, though, all the wiser. Magazine's
They are
empty.
trading him.
You get Max
No, they are
coming
trading
through.
him.
Sunpius found a kill as well towards A. Molodaw's able to get one.
3 on 5. Get the 4K, there's one.
Makes it all the harder. 4 shots, 4 health.
This is a crazy play. Senpai's looking for him to go up above.
No kit here for Sunpius either. He's wasting critical time on this, but he does manage to get out. Another missed shot here from Molodoy. Oh. The last shot closes pistol. It almost looked like G2 would take it, but the 5v3, Molodoy the sole survivor. 2-round lead for FURIA coming into this one. They've rode some real highs, as we saw in that highlight package in 2025, and now...
such a good final, my goodness.
Right, now they're getting pushed by FUT.
Yeah, they got a foot in their mouth. It's the saying.
Still trailing by 2, but they'll take over that T side on their map pick. Saw some solid rifling from Krebeni and dziugss.
I mean, they got the Maltese that I don't even think FURIA. Only Molodoy stood out above everyone else. And Molodoy did stand out, though, man. Some pretty incredible work from him, as we've come to expect.
Kind of felt like at times, though, the rest of FURIA were like, they're confident Molodoy will do enough to win. So individually, like, we haven't had that big moment from anybody else just yet.
Right.
We'll see if the CT side just lets everybody kind of slot into their positions and hold back the challengers.
But have to be careful about when they go for fakes like this. They're playing against FURIA. So FURIA aren't going to go back into fallback protocols. They're going to actively check.
Yeah.
And if they come back and actively check, don't see anything, then suddenly you're getting an overstacked site where you wouldn't have.
Good entry. CM Tree with 1. Died on the crossover. Yuri takes that edge back. Man advantage for the retake, but it is bomb planted. We've got a kid on Fallen. It's going to be 3 players working their way up long. For now, Molodoy remains smoked off in Temple. And so Lau, first contact. Krebeni over towards Jail, just keeping his face pressed against the wall. Great taps from Lau NX. dziugss comes through with a headshot as well. And now Molodoy gets popped. 2 kills from each of those remaining attackers, and the gap gets cut down by the pistol. A momentous start queued up here for FUT.
Their aim just is so impressive, and now it's just not rifles as well. Crazy couple of pistol shots here from Lau. Love being able to say that about myself.
You guys have talked about that, right? Both
We have, yeah.
Yeah,
We
okay.
do have a connection.
Did you like fight for the identity, or did you know?
No, he was like, we're brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it wasn't like that.
All right, no duel to the death. This will be, as they press down into Yakindar, they better be careful because there's more than just him inside this bomb site. They've got 2 frags. They're taking nades out. They're starting to write it off. And Fallen pressed up against the smoke. It's the numbers advantage for Furia in the site that makes all of the difference in this one.
They quite literally didn't see 2 people as they were about to get that bomb planted. Thought they had done enough work, but yeah, that's a Furia stack they ran into.
Womp womp.
Ooh.
And then even then, right, Molidoy gets that deagle from inside of the site. CM just says, like, yeah, he's there. And then the 2 long players come pushing in, full confident, looking for that cake duel.
And they're like, at worst, there's one guy in here we can't find. We'll find him together. No.
And they don't even run into, like, say, a P250, but just straight up that MP9.
Wow, they're just staying on the side of the smoke. That's so great. Wow.
Looking to flex the advantage that they know they have, and smoked off bottom stairs. Sucks to be FUT.
Completely ruined. I don't know why that is funny, I'm pretty sure. And again, they keep updating info. Fallen flying away, leaving this one to Yuri.
Dangerously close, these Tech 9s. And Yuri's not able to keep Fallen alive. There's damage for Molidoy. Yakindar makes the gap. Widen to the Furia favor. Bomb planter flushed back. But still, an M4 now in the hands of dziugss.
Mr. Multifragger.
Ooh, he gives it up.
Interesting. That's really weird, actually. I guess this...
That nade finds him, so it makes sense in the end. You'd actually rather CM to have it.
The genius.
But his also now late naded low. And the M4 finds the cover. There's no kit here for the retake. They've got to get it going, and they've got to go now. The kits are over on the platform, so somebody's going to have to go scoop one up. He did. As moving forward, Molidoy nabbed it. And it's all good in the end, but still pushed to the absolute limits off of the back of the Tech 9 rush.
I feel like there's just crazy awareness right there, because you're not going to ask your teammate for an M4, but if they, like, he recognizes CM3's position on that pillar, I mean, I guess he's like, you can take the first fight, and immediately throws it over to him. That's such a clutch move to make in a high-pressured spot where you could easily just say, well, whoever's got the gun, like, let him have the frags. Almost works out.
Definitely keeps Furia on their toes. But
more feet stuff.
You can't avoid it, yeah. It's just... The way Furia keep playing with canals, though, it feels like it's kind of stifling FUT. We'll see when we get back to the gun rounds if that part of the map starts to turn into their Achilles heel. Yakindar scrambling inside of the site, trying to get ahead of this, and so little to lose. FUT just come charging out.
With that one gun.
You pick up that M4, Demon's gonna utilize it well, but the numbers get whittled back down. And Yuri hears that drop inside of the site, so they know there's still somebody pressed up close. Gonna try to drop fire down on top of him. That M4 over towards water. Glaps gets cleared. Down goes the weapon. Samtreat trying to get it going instead, but it's Furia's recovery yet again.
And just as impressed with Furia as I am with FUT almost every single round. They've both shown something in each of these situations that's really impressive. And I feel like, was it again the guy who got the gun gave it to somebody else?
I didn't see. I was watching from...
But either way, they used it to get their entry, which was huge. Good off the tack last time. Tic-tac-toe, Connor.
That's pretty crowbarred. Tic-tac-toe what, Launders?
Furia are playing chess. They're playing tic-tac.
Oh, okay. I'll give you a half point for that one.
Yeah, that's right, J-Raz. That's a Bigfoot. And I'm not talking about the Yeti.
These fleeting gun rounds for the T side. Big opportunity this time. They want to play for the bridge, and Yukindar, yeah, he's got him locked in, and Krabeni comes out with the headshot.
Who was trapped in with who?
Mm-hmm. That's the duel Yukindar wanted, but Krabeni sharp as hell.
How's this time will work out? Oh, that's a great find.
Good on KSCERATO.
It's timing.com with this guy.
They're going to go all in on B in that moment, and they'll clear it. Fallen dead with nothing. KSCERATO comes through, just has enough to work with here on Temple, and a bit of chip damage. CM tree. KSCERATO tagged down to 3/4 the health. The fallback's there in position.
They might not be able to even think about this. The smoke is so fresh. Molodoy's got an op, and this very handsome scoreline of 22-8. Wouldn't want to spoil that.
Nice to see FUT jump on that opportunity. You know, the mid kill from Krabeni is not quite tethered over with B, but they just sense that weakness, jump in with numbers. They've got both those defenders going down with nothing.
Terrorists win.
So again, KSCERATO said, even with the new economy, still feeling the pressure when they get on the CT side on this map. And they played some pracs, so they're ready for it.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're not ready for it.
I mean, in their first series as well, right? Their opposition tried to pick Anubis. So even in the officials, people thinking that they can just take a swing at one of the best because of the new map.
A site. They go wide around Molodoy. You won't see anything for now. But, I mean, they just know what's happening. Molodoy hasn't been smoked out. They just tried to avoid it. Not to arouse suspicion, but no noise is still information. And the full exec is coming in behind this. But this smoke, they're going to have to jump through it, surely. They committed so much utility.
CT's dropping nades on it just to try to soften him up. Fallen right here to just lay down lead. He's gotten himself 2 kills. Oh, triple for Fallen. Krabeni's got answers. Headshots from him once again. How many rifle rounds turn into multi-frags for this guy? And he's got open runway to sprint towards the other side, but he has a moment of hesitation here.
To cap it off, he's got to kill Molodoy, who's 22-8 with the op. Full HP. Krabeni tries to cut noise, maybe just to make it seem like he could re-aggress, and he totally could still. But we see the commitment, and we see the commitment from Molodoy as well. He's sure-footed. I actually didn't mean that one.
Sitting here with the Desert Eagle as well, right? Sidearm out, just looking for the headshot. Does Krabeni consider it? Oh, yes, he will.
Wow.
And that shot from the Deagle landed.
And that's a 1-on-3, right? With the 4K?
Yep. What if it had been the op? Maybe harder to play inside that corner. But Molodoy does get the jump on him, deals damage first.
I mean, Molodoy's sitting there like, I'm not getting cleared. I think that's just
1v3.
Really smart thinking here for Krabeni.
That with the headshot as well, so pressure back on. 2-round game, and the economy bottoms out from beneath Furia.
Yeah, that's a huge clutch.
They're coming through with the Desert Eagles. Krabeni and dziugss keeping this dream alive. Oh, nice nades. KSCERATO out of this one.
Thought it was going to be FURIA with the great double nades. They've got them too.
And meticulously pulling apart this mid setup. Molodoy with nothing to show for it in this round. We're going to be looking at a 1-round game in a second.
Are you ready to say Footer in the lead?
Terrorists win.
I don't know if I believe it yet.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We're seeing great rounds back and forth, and obviously the last one was narrowly won by a great clutch, but otherwise would have been a total shutdown over on A site. It was full information. They're making great use of E-Box. It's, you know, Molodoy's happy to peek it every round. And even when they've smoked it, they push out of the smoke to hold inside of canals. So that audaciousness, I think, has just been really annoying for FUT. Got a new way to use Molodoy here.
Oh,
wow.
Disrespect.
Wait, I mean, this is going to work,
Yep,
right?
fully cut off. Or
Oh.
are they watching? Because there's half his health gone to the frag. Oh. Of all the double nade kills we've seen this game, that one's the nastiest. And KSCERATO's got an easy position on the side of this smoke to hold with. Insane. No scope smoke shot.
And now they can safely get this bomb down? I don't know. Molodoy can't do anything from up here. It's just a full-on retake. FURIA have been really good on his retakes, though.
Fallen comes through, executes the opper. Another frag grenade perfectly placed, and the camera kill comes out from Yuri. dziugss 1v4, not gonna happen this time around. The double nades into camera.
I know, that's wild. That was such a big call out into the smoke. Knowing someone was sitting there, they're clearly so well prepped. Especially with how they're using E-Box, when they're keeping information, when they've stacked A, they haven't even had to confirm vision to know. And I'm thinking this is going to work because the splits here, there's only 2 players in the site. There's not even a third close rotator, really. And they've lost mid-control. This is the best part about it, of the attack somehow for FUT. That's why you said you couldn't really believe it, even though it was a 1-round game. When FURIA win, it just looks dominant.
Still with all of the rifles they need and a little more room than what they've been afforded, right? We think back to all the times FURIA have contended with E-Box. Right now, Molodoy is just holding the passive angle. Fire burns him off of that line. There's a lot of softening damage done inside of B, but Molodoy is still able to catch the 5v4.
Yeah, he just goes really wide around the Molotov and gets his angle on Krabeni. Unfortunately, that's a worst case situation here for FUT. He's been just such a difference maker in moments like these.
Now Molodoy is going to have a good line and the potential for fallback off these preceding shots. Eats the flashbang, stuck along the pillar. Fallen tries to give cover, will collect 1 kill. And Molodoy not too concerned about his back because it remains smoked. Flames in front of him, he can sit here. He'll replace that smoke grenade. Yakindar with the double op variation is going to lock in what feels like a 12th round here for FURIA. There's a double push on both sides. They want this tempo flank to come through FUT, but by the time it gets to the bomb site, Molodoy 2 kills deep, and FURIA secure their 12th.
Yeah, that's so clean. And I love the deep Molotov that they use to try to push him back, and that's why they were just so unprepared for Molodoy being there. Like, they're trying their best to really, like, pay attention to what FURIA want and disrespect it as much as possible, but, like, it's just not comparing to how audacious FURIA are being. Regardless, can't get anything. The double op will persist into this round, too. Map point for FURIA.
Ouch.
The double nades this game.
It's uncanny how many
know.
we've had. And it's, you know, sometimes it's like one team just nails it all the time.
They've both been sick at it.
FUT have had answers. Trying to mirror that FURIA energy. Is not afraid of your Tech 9, sees that as an invitation, but smoking this off could allow for them to go for the gap close, so he'll pop it open. That's what he was looking for. Them trying to close that distance. They were falling for it, but he missed his shot. He'll take up position on platform instead. He's got two teammates to work with. Lots of missed shots here from Molodoy, and then Demon rips his head off. That's gonna serve as the trigger here for FUT. They'll go sprinting in. Fallen gets bested, and not a single kill from FURIA, despite plenty of opportunities there for the 24-11 Molodoy.
Yeah, man. I mean, three missed shots from Molodoy just doesn't normally happen, and even his tactic to throw that smoke down and then just blow it open immediately to draw them forward worked. They got the info. He had opportunities to hit shots.
Yeah, it's a weird one, because Molodoy's setting himself up the whole time, you know, but just trips over his own feet. And now, double digits secured. And to do that, 5 alive, find free upgrades. I mean, FUT come into this with real limitations. Played right into how FURIA planned that to go.
Yeah, I mean, some rounds are going to be a gift. So, I mean, even FURIA can...
It's just FURIA kind of failing to take off. Yeah.
For some reason, I didn't even think he'd be that tilted about it, but this game is very close.
You know, you just had a golden opportunity to try to end this.
Fallen's been the guy to remind Molodoy just to, I think not get too down on himself in any kind of moments. And I mean, you still look at a game like this, like you absolutely shouldn't be. He's already put up like 5 unbelievable rounds.
FUT get close, and this double op that we've seen Yekindar find a kill with already.
Ooh, and that op is coming in.
Yep.
Who got lucky, it's hard to say.
This timing, if they continue with it, could be unexpected.
They're gonna throw nades here. They don't realize they could actually just walk in this spot, but now they know the exact is coming through.
Jumping in, KSCERATO. Headshot from him. Yekindar holds the line, but now pressure on him. Fire at his feet. Oh, he stops Symmetry in the background. And now LauNX is going to try to smoke off camera. Scoops up bomb and wants to get out of here. Flashbang's just one form of pressure, but FURIA...
Yeah, get that bomb down fast.
They've got to wait.
Put that down quickly before FURIA can get their full flank in place.
Molodoy concerned that they're going to try to lock up a position on long. It is not the case. He's going for the slow approach.
I like this, doubling up in heaven.
There's a kid on Yuri here towards camera, but if it dies on the way in, and if Molodoy has to come up with a clutch, he's got to pick up the kit that's over towards the fountain. Oh, Doug's dead. Lau's been found out, and Fallen's here to close it. They don't manage in the 1 round prior, but Yuri jumps on top of that bomb, and we go 13-10 on the challenge. It's a parallel to that of Vitality pushed by Eyeballers. The underdogs try to take a swing on Anubis, but it still comes up the way of the favorites.
A swing and a miss from FUT going up against the big dogs in FURIA. They tried a bit of this Anubis to flow into it to see if FURIA were not ready for it, but they may not like the map, but they certainly were ready for it in the first time.
Yeah. Okay. So, pretty bleak picture. World's best Overpass team versus FUT.
I used to go into the bathroom and put water in my hair and make it like trunks. So I had a mushroom cut.
Cool guy. You're a cool guy.
In primary school.
We got a cool guy. I've always been a Tien fan because he had 3 eyes.
Why'd you say it like that, though?
I don't know. Not a lot of answers for you today. Okay. Wonks keeping his head tucked down in connector. And there's the KSCERATO Molodoi response instantly. 2 kills towards that A bomb site. We're going to get that fast frazzle, that scrambled rotate up. But FURIA know better than to just instantly bite down on the A site. Beretta's on the other side of the door. Krabeni's multi-frag potential was massive back on Anubis. Unfortunately for him, now that threat of a push into the B bomb site starts to peel one of the 2 off of A. dziugss, obviously losing the teammate up on the opposite side, now has to consider both options again. And it's going to be a difficult one to pull off here.
Yeah, he'll just be floating around looking for any chance he can get at a peek. By the time he sees one. Oh, and he already got spotted instantly.
Still alive, still a chance. Flash makes it a bit awkward. Double up on short. These are players just peeling back. I mean, they're giving him respect here as they give him the space, but they're going to force him to come to them on the layered angle. Oh,
come on.
Yes, sir. Jumps on the bomb. 10-second defuse. A 1v3 like it's nobody's business.
You can't believe that. They're layered up perfectly there on short.
Too much respect. They let him come to them, and he just taps them both out of the round.
Too much respect. I don't know. I think they played it perfectly. Like, they stacked up right behind each other. Just didn't hit the shot.
I thought more in like the 3 versus 1. You know, you left that one guy out on site with no trade potential.
Wow. I mean, first shot's instant, so Molodoi's like, oh no. This is just a raw 1v1.
Wowza.
That's a nasty find. See why FUT have won so many matches recently.
That'll give you something to consider.
Mess with the FUT, you get the dziugss.
We'll workshop that one. No, FURIA are in kind of a weird place. They let that first game get really close. If it wasn't for Molodoi being like world class, super dominant, that game could have been an OT at the very least.
True.
So
FUT had more players popping off, we can say that. Oh, doesn't work out here for Demon. He's only got the MP9 as well, but it actually still comes through.
he gets there in the end. Yuri, the first casualty of the second round. Demon hanging on to the short control.
Rotations are here. Wow, getting a little bit frustrated, waiting for someone to come around this corner, but he's got teammates now.
So comfortably stacked site for FUT.
They're trying to goad them into falling back in the pit. dziugss getting smoked off.
Hear that stomp here by Fallen. Shadow advantage for dziugss. Still a couple players for FURIA coming in from short side. They'll figure out KSCERATO's position, and this round absolutely falls flat for the side of FURIA. 5 players up. This is an excellent way for FUT to build economy early on the CT side.
Yeah, big time. With the force up that comes in.
Looking like 5 standing, yes sir. Everybody survives. Money made off the SMGs. And FURIA kind of trip over their own feet trying to get to that B bomb site. It was always awkward the whole time. That smoke grenade on short. dziugss sitting on the other side of it, denying FURIA any chance to join forces with KSCERATO's solo monster push.
Just couldn't get their foot in the door.
Now sent to the pistols. And on top of that, Molodoi dies after time. So your opera's now on $850 coming into round 3 with nothing to show.
Probably still bathing in that clutch. They come out of it with 5 alive. It's a glowing moment here for FUT. These are the upcoming stories that we've got on the teams, the contenders here at Bounty. Individually and as teams. Be a pretty heavy fallback, and there's no smoke on the A site right now, so don't know if it'll matter. No Deagle shot in. Demon stays alive. 42 seconds, and the bomb is starting to follow him back. But like, KSCERATO can't walk the flank, turn it into a B play, surely, even with 30 seconds, right? He's got the Glock. And if he's not going, he's going to be in an awkward place to try to die. I mean, maybe he gets the plant in. I think they're going to need a kill at least over here. Oh, wait a second. They might not even want to die now because he will have the open site.
Bomb's going down on B. Yuri, he's going to fall through on A site. That's cash made by FURIA.
That's pretty good.
The old sneakaroo. Nobody coming down from connector, just 3 members of FUT charging forward from the graffiti retake. KSCERATO, just go steal something from that A bomb site.
Yeah, he's got one on the front of the site. He can go get a gun.
A little is this round, huh? Sneaks the bomb into B and then heads to the opposite side to go and grab a gun.
That's what KSCERATO's been doing since the beginning of time.
Right now, it's just the MP9. He wants something a little bit better. But that's all he's going to find. An SMG and a bit of money for his efforts.
It's a boring upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless. And he brings home some money for the whole squad.
So it's delayed rifles for FURIA after losing the pistol round. But it's coming your way right now. Up here. Tree falls back. Got a little fight going down for connector, but the utility flushes FUT out of it. It's Demon holding the open door. It's always scary when that door's off its hinges.
He's been spotted. There's 2 players waiting here on short. I don't know if he realizes that.
Feels like FUT are signing up to hold FURIA back on this one. Demon's corner position is going to blindside Fallen. Now you really feel squeezed. Angle could be taken by Demon, but instead he's trying to just fall back into the safety of sight. 5 versus 4 is not bad when you consider the damage on KSCERATO too. Be a shame to throw away this advantage, so they'll play their sights at 50 seconds.
Don't let another round go low time. I only say that because they don't have the map control exactly to execute. Nor the numbers. That's a freebie for CM3.
Off of the bathroom peak, first gun round falls on its face for FURIA. Just hanging on to the save instead. KSCERATO and Yuri tucked away in connector. This is where they wanted the round to start, but then they got drawn into this short B play that Demon was more than ready for, and also more than supported. You know, 2 other players additionally there, jump spotting and ready for the short peek.
Oh yeah.
There was layers on that one for FUT, and their first test isn't much of a test at all. Time fizzles out. FURIA survive with 2.
Just nothing bad to say about the round so far. And again, the fact that it's off of the back of that 1-on-3 on the pistol, it speaks volumes to their confidence. Fallen's frustrated. He had no idea that how many people would be waiting for him. Only frustration here from FURIA.
FUT right back to it. Short control, looking like the name of the game for them. Demon taken down to 40, but we've got damage here on 2 of the FURIA members. CM3 has to give up his play towards bathrooms. Corpenny's under pressure, and Fallen's going to be the first to die in this one, but unprepared for the second layer of connector. And Yuri, scared that somebody's behind this, but they're assembling the boost right now, and that's going to catch him off guard as he throws out utility. Man advantage FUT for the 5-0 start.
Man, he was so sure that somebody was sitting inside of short waiting for him on the door. He couldn't move. They blew that open. They even took a second to assemble the boost, but they got an answer for everything. They missed 2 opportunities for opening kills, still got 2 for 1 in the end.
Letting KSCERATO tiptoe into the site.
He's not getting peeked.
A lot of players to respond to this, though. Yeah, Demon at least keeps it clean, but...
Well, they know 2 are on B, so it's time to get moving.
Kind of forced 1 death. Bomb is moving outwards. FUT still sticking around, thinking somebody would have been with KSCERATO. Good damage onto Yakindar. Molodoy, though, catching the angle. And so this A-bomb site gets wrapped up by FURIA momentarily.
See what kind of leverage they can get off this. That op will not be a boon in the retake. But Demon's in a great spot, and he's got a nade as well.
Right now, they're just giving their backs up to the bathroom play. Playing on the opposite side of Dice, playing on Optimus. But Yakindar's going to be a sitting duck when this flank finally comes through.
Oh, matter.
Yakindar's able to get his 1, and so Molodoy into the clutch versus the 40 health Demon, and he lands his op shot.
Yeah.
FURIA deny that 5-round start, just walking it up into the bathrooms, and it felt like Yakindar having the confidence to make that solo move into B really kept FUT stuck on that site for a little too long.
Yeah, definitely. So right here was a nice save from Krabeni, and also the tactic to make sure they got Yuri inside of Khan was very nice to watch, but didn't know how much they'd actually get out of KSCERATO's lurk. Well, it turns out the whole round. I'm sure they're still more frustrated with than happy with how the game's gone so far, but that'll help sort of ease the tension. He's coming for it. Let's see how good the clear is. Oh, not good enough.
Yuri takes some damage, but walks away 5v4. Tucks in case there's a second layer to all this, but that's not the case. Solo bathrooms hold. 4 FUT as they go majority inside B, which right now is the right call. Smoke to get dziugss, at least with options to stick in along the wall. Are FURIA going to get that inkling that maybe they're stepping onto the wrong site? Bathrooms players pulled all the way back to bank now. This lean just remains heavy on B.
They waited for that flash clear. Now they just walk in. Exec's coming in late. Flash is perfect.
Beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
Beautiful entries from Yakindar. 2 Galil headshots back to back like it's nothing.
Gosh, that was, I mean, they used their opponent's flash as a trigger point to start everything. And then they went a low telegraph execute, 1 single flashbang. FUT are none the wiser. It's already a much stronger looking default here for FURIA.
The save's still being hung on to. And it does feel like FURIA are pulling out all the works to get this T-side going. Respect earned. Off the clutch, the conversion, the 4-0 start, but now FURIA back-to-back rounds. Pressure economically gonna start racking up versus the defense. That flash, perfect adjustment from Yakindar there. FUT allowed FURIA to get that positioning. The FURIA pounce, lethal.
Brought some pretty good stuff off the tacks. I mean, we see nothing but good ideas from FUT, good setups and everything too. So just excited to see what they try to bring in next. Wonder how aggressive they want to go inside of con control. I mean, a lot of top teams are not even, they don't bother with it. Not every round. Some teams not at all. You see Aurora, they don't even play inside the door. Like they'll they'll play from the boosts and everything, but Corbini has been a guy just happy to take all the fights by himself in a lot of situations.
Trying to get fancy, but nobody up in heaven here. Short control is where the success started for FUT. No surprise to try again. Demon wants an angle. Forced to work for it.
Every flash countered. Who has the last say? Well, they're staying off short side. Slurk smoke. I mean, CT still have a lot of info here, and they're not seeing any Ts right now. But there are a lot of resources in terms of players just sitting. Door is open. Yakinder walks into an op shot. Oh, that flash looks solid. Oh, but the shot isn't.
Yeah, leaves a little to be desired. dziugss from down beneath that. Keeping man advantage in control. That turns FURIA away as they're met by smoke outside of Monster. dziugss just holding the monster smoke, giving a free gift as KSCERATO tiptoes his way through that one.
Yeah, I thought he'd be playing like left side monster way back or something like that.
Hey man,
I feel like
for
they have
the
to take a risk.
World's best overpass team, supposedly, FUT are stepping up to the challenge this evening. And you've got FURIA trying to, you know, really put the slow squeeze on a lot of these rounds and coming up with little for their efforts.
FUT
2 rounds
stepping up, imagine that.
in a row is all they're going to be able to get. Is majority alive for FUT, and FUT's done a good job of making sure that they keep their money in their round wins.
Shoes on the other foot, Connor. Jay asked for more FUT. He said, just keep going with the FUT jokes. I said, how do you pronounce dziugss? He said, just keep telling FUT jokes.
Oh.
So.
Well, Jay with more requests than answers, huh? Classic. That's Jay Raz, our cinematic observer, but we call him Jay because we're friends like that, you know?
And all this, like, all the flashing that FURIA did off of short, that was to try to get FUT to be, like, confused about what was going to happen, but we saw them being very active. They boosted their entire time. They stayed there the entire time. Keeping that door blown open as well has been huge, and okay, Yakinder. That's one way to start off. Nice response.
Just keeping the pressure on Khan. It's been a lot of play from FURIA from this part of the map. And Yuri steps right into his death.
They run into this.
Dude,
oh, it's perfect.
Goes for the wall bang. I mean, FUT are making active plays and FURIA just aren't ready.
Yeah, so many. I
Whether
feel like they're
that's
very hard to know where they're going to come from, too.
If it's the push into short, if it's the connector challenges, now just a sudden long walkout.
Yakinder just killed someone peeking mid at the beginning of the round. Now they're pushing from long, and they got an up shot down from blue.
Lau will get caught by this short walk up as dziugss stays into the cover of barrels. But he's going to find his timing correctly. Siemtry comes through with a second, and it is clean. 6 rounds of a CT side, 8 rounds in.
This is a team that you could learn from.
I mean, one thing's for certain, they're not afraid of FURIA, or else they wouldn't be making all these active moves. Playing like they're cut from the same cloth. And keeping the pressure on what's supposed to be the favorites, the heavy favorites, coming into Overpass particularly. Back to the Tech 9s, but watch FURIA kind of take the gloves off, go for a more aggressive round, and I think maybe that could end up being one of the keys to just getting a couple more on the board before switching over to a defense that, you know, maybe that's where FURIA are banking on doing their best work. Pressure's on. Yakinder comes through with the sidearm headshot. You've got players just bottlenecked inside of the mud.
Oh boy.
dziugss has got backs turned to him.
3 back.
And we get a USP kill in the middle of all of this one, but the gun goes dry and that's fine. It's a USP headshot in the face of what was supposed to be a faster pace out of FURIA. Instead, a 5-round lead, FUT.
They even had the video guy look over. He hasn't looked over once. 2 entries and 5 responses. It's about time a timeout came in.
Sid has seen enough.
Is that Sid right there?
That's Sid sitting right next to Fallen. Yeah,
Yeah,
surely.
okay.
Right there. You can see his Hellman's advertised arm.
They've all got one, though.
Yeah, but that's got to be Sid. Nobody else looks
Hellman's, by the way, ride or
Hellman's.
die with Furia.
Yeah.
They've been there for, I can't even remember when they came in. Shout out to Mayonnaise.
One time.
Mayonnaise.
You know what they say, Hellman's and Red Bull.
Hellman's and feet.
They go to saucy.
It's a human popsicle.
Okay. Kindar's gonna have his back turned to Demon, who again just having free reign when it comes to these challenges into the playground. Fallen bringing it back with the Krabeni kill.
The whole map is theirs, as far as they're concerned. They're
not afraid.
They see Overpass, like Valve were like, here are all the options you have. And they said, okay, we'll use all of them. They don't just do one thing at a time.
They're also at no point throughout this first half like cowering on bomb sites and just letting all the space be given to Fallen and friends.
No, and that's like the silliest thing that
Yep.
you could do with Overpass. They give you all these great spawn timings where you can like scale without anyone seeing you for so long. And, you know, I mean, Fallen knows better than anybody. He ran a team that took advantage of aggressive Overpass on CT side for many years, the best team in the world. And they'll get that chance on CT side too. But for now, just here to sort of enjoy FUT, you know, using all these options. And at 40 seconds,
Yeah.
Demon can die there. Look at this. They've got another push going. They're just
Everything.
full information, and it always looks like they're one step ahead.
They're leaps and bounds ahead in terms of HP left. So if we do get this Furia commitment into the A site, which now has a second defender on it,
Oh, man, he might just run into this. 'Cause
Could just be an easy
it was a risk
cleanup.
for him to get back on this line.
Yuri gonna answer back.
Oh,
there
what
it
a
is.
shot.
Off through the wall. And we've got another one racked up 4 foot, 8 rounds onto this scoreboard. Stellar CT side.
I mean, I remember like thinking Overpass. I'm not sure about this map right now. It's too hard for most people to play. You know, you see like Vitality and a couple other rosters are like, okay, they put on a show on Overpass. Everyone else is struggling to like look good. But here's FUT in tier 2, and like I'm looking at an Overpass. I want to see everybody play. I want to see all these options getting taken. This makes the map feel faster, smaller for the T side, obviously, but in the best way possible, pressing all their advantages.
It's crazy to me that just like the fragging has fallen off as hard as it has with Furia. Tech9 rush into the B bomb site again. Didn't work last time. They died out to USPs. And this time, once again, the M4s are just going to absolutely tear them to shreds.
Wow.
FUT are no joke on this map now.
And they're doing it against the best Overpass team. They're standing on the feet of giants.
I tried to bring it up coming in from map 1. Like, if it wasn't for Molodoy going so far above and beyond, what did it really look like? Because the star potential wasn't there for Furia. And now with Molodoy looking human within this first half as well, like how in, what world are we in where Molodoy has 7 kills, Yuri's 4 and 10 versus FUT, KSCERATO's 4 and 8 versus FUT. And the confidence that FUT have weaponized going into these duels, that's because they just feel untouchable.
They've really let their dogs out.
And Krabeni again just kind of set up for this, but how many times is somebody going to be allowed to go for this long challenge? It makes sense that Molodoy is just going to get his op stuck on this angle. They're going to go to the long fight instead and right into the spray. Fallen dead after just the one. Lau peeled off long, but that double up here for FUT. We've seen a lot of solo plays in this portion of the map. Another headshot comes through from dziugss, and so 2 health for Molodoy. And 2 rounds for Furia on this T side of a map that they were world's #1 on in
World's number 1. 2025.
2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025
They kept themselves 12 inches from their opponent every step of the way.
The way that FURIA were able to recover back on Anubis, thought they'd have some pep in their step, but they just land on Overpass flat-footed. Bomb plant here for Molodoy, sure. Keep the hope of a third round alive, but you have your work set out for you, FURIA. Gonna have to call upon the pistol gods. At the start of that second half, you'll take position inside of Graffiti, but you're not going to find that early kill you want.
And you wish he planted for heaven. So now he's got to go back to default if there's any chance that this is possible.
Just didn't feel like he was going to get away with all this free space. Goes back. Oh, 2 shots landed. dziugss is going to stick this for 5 seconds. Molodoy doesn't go for it. And what do you know? Double digits secured. FURIA. What was that?
Oh, Kaique. I'm not feeling too well. At least, was I good to you?
Yeah, you were. You were.
Do you think I was a good leader?
I prefer art, to be honest.
Work of art, you said?
Yeah, I work for it. Gabriel, you're a symbol for Brazil, CS. Without you, there is no me, there is no SK, there is no luminosity.
Oh, man. That takes me back.
Gabriel, you are so much more than all those who came before you. You played with fire in your heart and tricks in your sleeve. The whole world knew to listen when fallen and his up were in the clutch.
Then it was all worth it.
I'd give anything to have you back, my friend.
What the hell is this?
Bro, you just died, bro.
No. It wasn't me. That was Bad Fallen.
Bad father, really?
Yeah, and I'm Good Fallen.
Okay.
I left you a friend, I came back as a prophet. I went far and beyond.
Alright.
I saw everything. Now I know what I need to do to win next major.
Please tell me.
First, we need a better helper.
Okay. Who?
I got a Molodoy.
Molotov? Motoboy? Who is this guy?
Calm down, wait. I also revived the top 10 rifle in the world.
Cold Zero, let's go.
You wish, kid. Yekindar.
Oh boy, Bad Fallen, please come back.
A shocking first half here on map 2 of our final game ahead of the studio portion of Bounty. 10-2. Believe your eyes. 10-2. CT side. FUT over FURIA.
It's kind of a crazy. I feel like FURIA are gonna watch this game back and like learn some stuff. And I don't even mean like, oh, it's just, you know, FURIA could learn about Overpass. It's kind of like there's just some genuine good concepts that FUT brought in this game. I feel like would work versus anybody. That just show us why they have won so much in the last couple of months. The other day I asked, who's the Monty of this generation? I feel like I wasn't even had them on my radar, but
Yuri, brother.
yeah, ooh.
Kindar's going to find a headshot in that chaos towards Playground. But Yuri is 5-12. And Fallen's done for. If you don't win this 3v4 pistol, like, bro, there we go. Molodoi, it's body spam shots. Headshots so elusive, low HP for what's left of FUT, and Demon's still just gonna keep on kicking up dust.
Demon on 1 HP, Molodoi on 1 HP, and KSCERATO with dualies. Are they gonna come check this quickly? Let's see.
Weird timing.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Gets there. Luckily, Demon was on 1 HP.
They know he's in here, right?
You'd think, right? They've got everything else, but KSCERATO on the fallback. Gonna get blindsided by Krabeni. P250 spam. Now it's 1 health Molodoi.
Uh-oh, and Molodoi is last spotted over at long. You know, it's gonna take a while to get back to B. That's obviously where KSCERATO was going, so makes sense for him to run over here. This will be a tough clutch. Seems like there might have been bad info there that KSCERATO was more alarmed about going back.
Mm-hmm. As if somebody had gone elsewhere.
Stuff, yeah.
Suppose it could have been like through connector or something like that that he was worried about.
He's gonna go up.
And Molodoi is gonna wrap around, so still just keeping distance in between them.
Okay.
Krabeni makes a break for it. A few seconds to spare here. Plants in the center of sight. And Molodoi still got more running to do.
It's gonna force him to run, that's for sure. Oh wait, maybe not. But if he doesn't with no kits, he literally just has to pull off like the perfect flank shot. And Krabeni, after doing all that, has pulled all the way down. I can't believe it.
Owned.
Wow.
Just perfectly mentally put together by Krabeni. And an 11th round, another pistol. We're on the brink of a 13-2 FURIA loss. Tell me what teams last year 13-2 FURIA, and I can bet you that FUT is not on that list.
I don't know. I don't think anyone did. But it's a new year, my boy.
Masterclass of a pistol clutch. KSCERATO kind of frazzled with that one. Kind of feels at a certain point unnecessary to have gone up to A, but the way that he rotates back down,
yeah, he
cut him
definitely
off,
did
like,
a lot.
The fact that he went back down though and cut it off just means like he had that outplayed for the last 40 seconds. Went exactly how he thought it would.
He did risk something weird happening, like Molodoi rotating back to A instead of
100%
following him for sure.
Like, what if Molodoi did just walk up through bathrooms and you're down at the bottom of the dumpster stairs?
But we'll be outcome-oriented for this one.
He gets away with it. Famous MP9's pistols. Demon doing some excavating on short, trying to find contact. His fall-off's gonna let him know that it's coming. MP9 pops up, goes down with nothing. Second MP9 scares them. 5-7 meant to make the difference there, but Demon survives it with 2 HP. And now Molodoi is gonna try to swing that Desert Eagle in, goes down. It is going to be map points earned. 10 of them to go, baby.
This is looking like a mental defeat, strategic defeat. Mechanical defeat, they can't keep up in any category. Right, I did just say feet 3 times.
As if you didn't know.
I actually didn't that time. But it's one of those things where you realize like how often FUT comes up in everything. They've stepped up.
FURIA kicking the can down the road now. Hoping that Dust2 is going to be the place to be victorious, but what kind of confident FUT is going to run into that third map on an individual level, just absolutely dominating FURIA now across all of Overpass. And if you go back to Anubis, I mean, for the most part, you had, you know, big star potential moments, multi-kill spray downs from more members of FUT than you did from FURIA. Molodoi was lights out on map 1, but after this map, Yuri, for example, is going to be 17 and 26 on this series.
Molodoi's had enough.
KSCERATO and Yakinder not much better than that scoreline either, so you got 3/5 of this team offline.
They win this round, it's FUT night.
Fortnite? Ridiculous comeback asked of FURIA. Not wanting to throw it away. Look how much scared remember all those more aggressive rounds from FUT CT side?
Mm-hmm.
Look what FURIA try to weaponize in the one round they've got guns on this half.
They're readying a B push. They're going to come forward with it.
45 seconds. I was watching Demon swing Playground in the first 15.
Yeah, they've actually just re-smoked B as well. A lot of players here, but it's like they're playing back.
Molidoy starts dropping his utility in the final 30 seconds of the round. FUT have been afforded all the space in the world. You're allowed to take over all this room, ready to just blindside you, Kindar. Nobody covering that one. Molidoy from behind Dice. Bomb dropped at 15. Molidoy dealt with, then the bank players toppled. Man advantage is taken back. That bank challenge from KSCERATO is making the difference. There's just enough time, but he missed picking up the bomb, and that clock is gonna give FURIA a lifeline.
Wow, just barely. One alive, and with so many dead, it's not even gonna be a great buy next round. It's just a round. That's all they can be happy about.
It's a round and barely.
That was a pretty good look still from FUT, the way they approached the site. They got the first entry where someone was still playing anti-flash. They really held their cards close to their chest. And immediately attack pause to figure out how to close now. I can't with that.
The fact he said it's a focus
thing.
It's a focus thing, guys. I'm just focused.
I mean, I think it's working.
That is fair. There's one of the 10 FURIA need consecutive. Looking at the buys. Hard to tell who won that last round. Yukindar, here we go, right? An aggressive stance taken towards Fountain. But it's traded back immediately. And FUT prepare themselves to walk and test that smoke. They're already well ahead of it. You've got a boost going down inside of the bomb site. That could have been an awkward dismantle, if not for Fallen at least slowing it down with a kill. Demon picks the bomb back up. Still sitting towards mud. You've got a couple players clumped up. Lau's gonna take that top rope over the bomb site. Yuri stops it in its tracks, and this stacked B bomb site is enough for FURIA to nab another.
Still only 2 alive. The guns are getting slightly better as we go forward. There will be more utility coming into play, and it might have to be FUT to take a save. So off the tack, they don't find success. They find progress, they get kills. No plant, though.
A chance for FURIA to catch their breath after the pressure was never let off in the first half. Yukindar here to have a field day on Fountain. This is going to drop 2 bodies. MP9 challenge out of Molidoy is good for the one. And that's bombed down in the middle of all this, so difficult to even go sneak a plant, but Lau will take that M4 and find a flank on Molidoy. Now you've got an MP9 for Kerbeni. No Kevlar on either. But really thinking about how could you sneak down a plant now at a minute 15.
Yeah, or even just one more kill. Like keep everything low. I mean, won't matter too much, but it will make the one round they need to win a little easier. Potentially keep the op out of Molidoy's hands as long as possible. One flash and a dream. And for the time being, towards A, it is just Yuri. Teammates are actually a mile away, so he might even just It looks like he's going to go down swinging.
There's their arrival announced. Yuri locking this in, no damage dealt. Krebeni switching back to the Desert Eagle, gets the instant headshot trade, and Krebeni has been lights out.
He's got a molly now.
Yeah, if only he had the Kevlar. Aim punch is gonna serve up a problem. Optimus wraparound towards dumpsters, that's the end of him. Insta-kill with the headshot from Fallen, 2 survive for FURIA, and they will find themselves another on this journey to overtime.
They're trying to keep it calm. It is 7 rounds to go. Still feels unfathomable that they actually make the comeback happen. As FUT still have successful rounds. They still have bomb plants. They still hit good shots. They come into this round with basically nothing, and they still get 3 kills. But no round versus FURIA. CT side is guaranteed, even if it's close. As much as they looked offline in that first half, they're obviously going to tell us that they were feeling off. They never got online the server. They woke up too late or whatever. And if they do, if FUT start getting a little nervous, then there is still time for it to go wrong for them. They have to stay focused. Because if this was a full-powered FURIA right now, they would make the comeback. That might be a well-played nade. Oh, that's just nasty.
Sir, good spam, and then Yekindar activating at the perfect moment. So that's the 5v3 established in the gun round. Another comfortable place to find yourself in, FURIA. Win this one, and you're halfway to FUT's score. Smoke in front of barrels, lets FUT get onto the perimeter of sight. And there's so many numbers strong here for FURIA. You'd think they've got this bomb site wrapped up already. Lau's gonna bring it back with 1. dziugss gets a double, jumping over top of the barrels, and it's another close round suddenly. Lau's got bomb on his back, 20 seconds to go.
Big chance for a clutch, but
trying to figure out this close player as well. He'll have time to clear it. Yeah, he's gonna clear the water. And as he peeks into it, he wins that fight. It's right there for the taking now. 6 seconds, and it's gonna be Lau to close.
What a clutch.
FUT will not waste this opportunity. An absolute upset here on Overpass that nobody could see coming, and this series heads to Dust2.
From an impressive fight that we saw on Anubis, they were taking a swing at the Giants in FURIA, but then on Overpass, it's unbelievable. It's not what we expected. The stats told the lies. The ideas told the lies. We told the lies. FURIA.
You said you were done, bro, and then you get in a sniffing joke. You freak. Better get the strobe lights ready for the studio. We need Lau playing in the same kind of an environment if they reach the LAN.
Could we put a Christmas tree behind him?
It's a big if. But it is map 3.
And it's, 1 map to go. They showed they have the energy, and FURIA never showed us they actually woke up at all on Overpass. That ended up on another clutch for FUT. They've had so many clutches, in fact. They're definitely overshadowing FURIA. It's time to leave their final mark.
Flat play held on to. dziugss with the insta-kill. Krebeni from the corner, and the Beretta's rip. Flashbang's gonna help. He gets the damage in, and Lau's there to finish it off. Another pistol round here for FUT.
These guys are gunning
Pressure's
hard.
on.
Second flash was excellent when they re-aggressed into tunnels. They had plenty of guys there. Close left, one uncleared. Like, definitely FURIA didn't play well on Overpass. We can say that for sure. They weren't shooting hard enough. Things can change map to map. But like, usually you want the small comeback just to show that they woke up late. And then you go back and you think about Anubis, and you mentioned already the fact that Molodoi had to play out of his mind actually for them to close. It felt like that was going to be the close map of the series. So we'll see if FURIA's confidence is hurt. We know they can play better, but are they going to?
Gonna bombard the B site, util over top. dziugss holds on to his vision. Lau and him combining to just chew through this attempt from FURIA that gets nothing.
Ooh.
Turn it upside down. Head back to spawn, bring something else to the table. It's a save on the other side of this one. It's a 3-0 start made easy by the way they just shut that down. 5 players still standing.
No deaths, no plants. It's exactly what FURIA wanted to try to do with that B exec. Counter flashes were great. Long range MP9 kills were stylish. And now FUT, well, they've got a Glock round to farm up even more.
Ow. Massive nade damage to make this one all the worse for FURIA. Let them get close to this bomb site. Let them think they've got a chance, but obviously they knew from the get-go, no sir. 3-0 and moving it forward.
When are they going to win you over, Connor?
FUT?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm just still in shock. Like, I'm not trying to take anything away from them. I'm just still so shocked that FURIA are coming in with nothing. Like, I'm waiting for the KSCERATO round, the Yuri hold, the something. The something. I can't imagine a world where we go 3 maps in this series and the only person on FURIA in any of those 3 maps to do anything is Molodoy.
The only player on FURIA who has a kill this game is Molodoy.
You know,
They're still on their bonus round.
Yep. And they'll hang on to that. Almost in an MP9, letting FURIA take some space. Their first gun round in play here, round 4. It's in a bonus round, and it's not even one of those bad bonus rounds. Double MP9 and a FAMAS. Bodies lean towards A out of the gate.
The longest a bonus round has lasted is what I'm wondering.
Yeah, we get to 45 seconds, and it's not even because FUT have really thrown anything FURIA's way to stall them out. They just let that clock burn down.
That's already a bad sign, isn't it?
Take up catwalk control. You've been surrounded. Everybody's ready to go if you are FUT.
Yeah.
You've already got a flank in position if Long A does decide to push. It's going to confirm bodies out from elbow. What did they get for it? Flashbang coverage is great. Demon's FAMAS gets a double. And so it's going to be Molodoy to try to be the hero. He's the guy that saved Anubis, and he's here to find impact. A climb up from Krabeni could get caught, but he doesn't actually commit to it, and so bomb's gonna go down.
Oh, here's a 1 frag. There we go. Yakinder on the board.
Gets caught out. Loud doubles back from Long. Fallen in no man's land. Gonna try to stop that CT retake. And Lau's gonna find one. That M4 could still be picked up. He's got the kid. He's got 100 health. The challenge from the side of the smoke. That's where Molodoy comes through.
He's got to do it all.
So it's a triple kill from Molodoy. He was enough back on Anubis, and he will be enough in the first round win for FURIA's Dust2.
When we look at like Donk's Dust2, it's just to show the example of what you can do on the map. A 1.60 on the entire year for Donk. It is a map that, like, of all maps, if you have an individual talent to the level of Molodoy, they can actually save the day for you. Back on Overpass, it was supposed to be more of a team affair. And FURIA are supposed to be great at it, but they couldn't highlight that. And here's Molodoy just racking up more. So, Yakinder has 1 kill, Molodoy has the rest. The Fallen's in there too. That was actually a nice one. Pick off from elbow.
There you go, Fallen. That nade lands on his head. Working their way up catwalk with utility support again. Cemetery taking off his angle.
This one's coming in late, but it's not versus a Goose player or 3 on A. The big difference is the op on car. 45 HP. And push kind of gets denied here, just even being spotted. And no flash, actually.
Easy hold, right? Same
Did they
numbers.
not have... Oh, Molodoi had a flash. That's it.
Coming from the same direction. Molodoi's also got the bomb, so now he's going to have to be a part of the players that work up. Yuri's going to find one in middle, but takes damage from that duel, and Krabeni's able to clean it up. Great flashbang, but Molodoi regains vision.
Somehow.
And so on 6 health, he's looking to make the difference. Good damage coming out from KSCERATO as well, and so the last 2 remaining players of FURIA combine to hang on to this bomb site, but it is a winnable 1 versus 2 here for Krabeni.
Big time.
Never went for the reload after that first kill towards Yuri. 20 bullets to make this happen. Coming up the ramp, player in the back drops popped. He didn't see him. Molodoi comes back with the no-scope.
Wow.
He didn't see that.
Wow, man, that's shocking. Now we're watching.
Where you been this whole time, buddy? Looked up from his laptop like, shit, this is cinema. You see his head right there?
Oh, he just missed that. The gun swapping over his back. Molodoi thought he was cooked.
And the no-scope?
Yeah.
Come on now.
So, okay. Everyone's got 1 kill. Molodoi's got the rest. It's unreal.
A little more emphasis on long this round for FURIA.
This will be one of the series. If you lose, you're on the other team. You go on Twitter, you go GG Molodoi, right? You go GG to Molodoi.
Sure. Give credit where it's due and don't spread the love. Leaning back as FUT tried to get ahead of what has been this cat-heavy play into the A site. But it's a just slight enough change for FURIA that nobody's even watching this. We get that turnaround from CT spawn in time. Krabeni does get wind of the crossover. They didn't announce it with any utility. Lau's getting shaped down to half health. Not ideal for him and this cat hold as Yuri comes up with a kill. And the only thing left is this scramble through the mid doors. dziugss comes up with it.
Can they get back into this? Both known. KSCERATO tagged the half, late smoke. They could even go for a long push if Molodoi wants to, but bomb's planted for him in the end. And they're gonna swing through. Oh, he eats his own teammate's flash. Well, that'll be the end of that. And this one's definitely more of a team effort. FURIA make this difficult. But yeah, when you do contrast it to like Eyeballers and Vitality, it was Vitality were playing well and Eyeballers were still keeping up.
Yeah.
So it was just a lot of disappointment from FURIA last map. The first map felt like it had a little bit of both, but it was really Molodoi. We just couldn't be sure of it yet. So always good when you see more of a team effort, no matter how many star players you've got. What's Lau gonna have to do in February when he takes that down?
What's he gonna have to do when he qualifies to LAN?
He's got to pack it.
Better bring it with him. I got neighbors that leave their Christmas lights on all year long.
There you go.
They're not my favorite neighbors, but you know. Double M4 still out here on the field off of FUT's first pause. 5-7 pressed into the door. Supported by a rifle, one of the two. The other one sitting over there towards B side. I suppose if it is going to be A pressure again, like it has been this whole time for FURIA, transitions you back into the double rifle save easily. But Lau, nobody covering the door. Yuri's going to be found back turn. There's a now third weapon in the hands, and a missed off shot from Molodoy means that rifle escapes in time. And they understand what's up. This commitment into the A play. Oh,
what a shot.
Deagle headshot over the smoke, and 3 guns on the scene. He goes in for second servings. Can't handle the pistol. We get a recovery back from KSCERATO and Fallen. Numbers get evened out.
No further Molotov on the ramp. They'll just be able to scale here. CT smoke comes out.
Demon's flank is coming in through catwalk. Bomb drop thanks to the smoke spam. Molodoy down to half, and Demon strikes. KSCERATO from inside of it dead. With 2 rifles, it's Lau to push into the tunnels and rob this round out of Furia's hands.
It was the perfect hunt for him. He knew exactly where Yuri would be standing, took that AK away. Molodoy missed a shot as he fell back, and from there everything toppled. Furia just felt pressured to go right into that cat exact.
What's Molodoy watching in that moment?
What, Yuri? Or was that Molodoy?
No, Molodoy was in cutout. Top
he
mid.
was a green box?
Yeah.
Was he just watching the cat push?
You had cat control already. You had teammates pushed up it.
Oh, yeah. True. Maybe he was watching the long push? I actually
Pretty sure they have that too.
Not sure. Couldn't tell you. I'm not blaming Molodoy for a thing. I don't even care if he messed up.
Lau just slips the net.
Yeah, hit that shot.
Long. Must have been watching long. This is where the CTs mount their retake.
Ooh, this is a whole site, man. I mean, some very fast flank. Oh, Molodoy, I don't think Demon expected him just to be out in the open like that.
Still, though, look, Fallen just turned around, and he's considering both sides. Again, wow.
Okay.
Wow. Just walks right in. He's going to smoke off tunnels, and now you're going to have 2 Furia players trying to just sprint through to save this. It's done.
That's just a massive risk from Fallen, right? Because they only have window to watch, and Fallen's looking behind him. They're both watching the same thing. They have door smoked, so only one place they can come out.
We got a little disjointedness here by Furia.
A little bit, yeah. I think that one's on Fallen a little bit. Got bored, maybe.
Great timing as well by FUT to get through. Obviously, there was pieces coming back to take over tunnels for Fallen and Furia, but they just weren't in place in time.
Probably thought they were going to flash or something as well.
Right, announce it, yeah, something, but no.
Nope.
The Krabeni's on that guy. He just walks right through the smoke.
He does not make that pause. This Uggs on that guy.
Huge set of Uggs.
The Demon's on that guy. All right.
Economy under question now. Furia, pressure's back on. Molodoy can give you moments. It was enough on Anubis. Will it be enough on Dust2? Because it's starting to feel like more of the same that led us to this third map.
Cleared up mid entirely. I think FUT are here just expecting it to eventually be a cat play, so it'll have to be just a great raw sight hold or the double entry from Yakinder, you know. That could always be queued up.
It lands right ahead of them.
Through this.
AK dead and well repositioned. Loud drops off his roost.
And that's kind of how you hold that, like cover both things.
Yeah.
That's that, you know.
Makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
Barrel stuff.
Leave it to the CTs to know how to defend the site.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a massive skill check for Furia.
Sorry, which of these teams is technically ranked Valve #1? Right now, FUT stomping all over Furia. As Lau stops it in its tracks. They don't even lose a body there in round 10. 9. The 10th features weapons back for FURIA at least. FURIA not making this third map look any easier as time goes on. Molodoy's op posted up.
Oh, yeah, that was better spawn. That was just, you know, best CT spawn is gonna... It's just that Molodoy thought he... That's just, that's a game of chance.
Thought wrong.
Indeed.
And paid the price. Cemetery boosted up, not afraid to hang on to this angle for an extra second, but Yakindar will come through with the headshot.
Pushes up close though off cat. They're watching it.
Trying to keep that pressure on Yakindar. Fallen's gonna catch Krabeni. That's a kill over towards long A.
Demon just staying here is crazy.
Trying to keep Yakindar locked in. Bomb still sitting outside long doors. Fallen taking his time to come back now as he throws a flashbang out. That's going to draw Cemetery's attention over. KSCERATO's got mid control as well. You can feel that FURIA have their hooks in this round. It's going to take a heroic individual play from somebody on foot.
Oh, well, he's actually split this up a little bit. They're out mid, though, so he just gets shot in the back.
That blindsides him.
Yeah, not even thinking about the potential for a full-on exec coming.
Shame, too, because dziugss gets that kill, taking no damage in the process. Yakindar's hoping we didn't see that one.
Yeah, it's that kind of game, eh?
But we did. Demon stomps him out, and all of a sudden, just like that, this retake's truly on. You've got a couple of flashbangs. Cemetery setting up Demon. That first flash was good, blinded both. Demon's the other one, holding on to the flash though, so now Cemetery over to the window. Fallen, concerned about the tunnels. Flash comes out from the doorway. Nobody's actually watching that window. It's just interchangeably between their two spots. They'll figure this one out, and FURIA secure their fourth.
So it won't matter. No problem. Just a little awkward. 2 players up still for FURIA in that post plant. And they trade splitting the site. I was kind of surprised he wasn't worried about someone coming in mid after he killed Dury walking out of tunnels, but... Ouch.
That's not how you want to die when you're 2 and 7.
No.
That's the way she goes. Utilities out mid. FURIA not wasting much time with this one.
Wow, excellent grenade. FUT are kind of starting out these rounds with hard reads instead of looking. I mean, the setup's perfectly fine, obviously. But a little later on A. We'll see how long FURIA take, because there is a late smoke waiting for them if they do take too long. That's when you get that catwalk walk up.
Smoking the boxes, Krabeni.
Oh, they're splitting B into 3 people.
Hanging onto his line, Cemetery waiting for this CT play. Obviously getting wind of that was Krabeni. Oh, but Yakindar insta headshot. Still 2 defenders on this site at 25 seconds. Loud buys the perfect chance to pop up. dziugss from the back sight kill to Molodoy, his rifle finding 2. And so all that damage on Molodoy, all for naught. And KSCERATO this entire time still sitting inside of their spawn. They kind of forget about him. And Krabeni just trying to walk away as FURIA close that gap to the tied 6-round half.
Every kill was so important for FURIA because, like, all the multi-frag positions possible from the window of the op, instant headshot from Yakindar, Molodoy's, both of Molodoy's kills, because they're not expecting 3 to be inside the site. They would have killed 2, then let their guard down. Someone would have had the bomb out. They would have got really loose with it. That could have been a allow multi-kill for sure. That's a huge reaction out of Molodoy, man. read the attack. They just couldn't come up with the kills.
FUT's money dries up for this one. 2 pistols out there, and so Cemetery looking for an early line. Gets caught trying to jump across. Molidoy, good on him. Again, kind of being the heavy lifter that FURIA banked on Anubis. He's back here in map 3.
And what's the big idea on the buy for FUT? That's the question.
Get what you can. Pick that second smoke grenade back up. Don't have a lot to work with. This A defense banking on a goose hold. But the rumblings of cat presence could bring somebody back from middle towards that half of the map. Right now, FURIA remain with options open. Whoa. Not expecting there to be an op on that line, but Krabeni picked it up off the corpse, and that's going to get Molidoy's attention, just in case they try it again. And Yakindar was watching Door this entire time, but the moment he leaves is when Demon starts to threaten this flank. They're getting up catwalk, though, pretty quickly, pretty convincingly. And again, it all boils down to just that goose hold. Bad Molly, it spreads a bit too late. Still, Loud dies with nothing. And now that Yuri's gone unnoticed, this mid push is going to get punished. They're thinking about tunnels. Demon will strike with the element of surprise. Pops up, gets a second. And now he's got a teammate to try to pinch Yuri. All of a sudden, it is still an even situation, but they're smoked off on arrival for the cat retake.
Yeah, they've got a Molotov to work with, but I think they wish they had a smoke, maybe. This one's going to come down to the wire.
Couple flashbangs to try to get themselves through it. Yakindar taking up his position over towards Long, Fallen, burning, and what a well-placed piece of util. Yakindar drawn back, they go high-low, Opper up front, and it's a shot landed. What a move here from Demon. The fact that he just moves past Yuri in mid, picks up 3 with that retrieved AWP, and it'll give FUT the 7-5 edge moving into the second half.
I mean, the unforgettable names in all through Counter-Strike. I mean, there's so many in every single generation. I think usually it's someone who's able to kind of break the rules of that particular era, someone who kind of unlocks this vision of the way they want to play the game that other people can see and build upon. One of the first I'd name is Snacks. Defined how smokes could be used, the way he played around them, the way he walked through them, the way he hid in them. That wasn't being done at the time. That particular moment is a time of greatness for Snacks. Someone like JW and Kenny S with how aggressive they were with the op. Trophies, winning events, going on streaks, the NIP guys because of the streak that they went on, the Fnatic guys who established an era, there's always greatness there. I think for Pasha, I think what made him was his personality. Having someone being that outspoken and that strong and provide emotions and provide his thoughts and be entertaining in a way that the audience can connect with and fans can connect with and we as commentators can connect with. He was always able to get kills, and despite that, you'd see these moments where you were like, how is this guy a pro? Like the way he walked around corners, the way he stepped into a 1v1. In fact, pros at the time even had a name for it called the Pasha Peak, which was like the slowest, most awkward peak ever. And that was kind of the greatness defining mood around the team at that point. Olaf back in like 2015, he was such a force to be reckoned with. He was one of the players that Fnatic could just send out and say, find us a kill. And he could go duel 2 or 3 players at a time. He really did become that player where once upon a time he was the jack of all trades, and he was just so good at all those trades. 2016 was the era where Brazilian Counter-Strike really hit it. Fallen's greatness obviously comes from his movement and his ability to understand his positioning, take a shot, fall back, find new cover, and he was like a master of this kind of like retreating op defense that would just pick a player off. So you add all that together with his leadership and then kind of the style of Counter-Strike that he developed with the Brazilians, and Fallen's just in some ways a complete package of greatness. Device was someone who kind of mastered the textbook of Counter-Strike and always played within its limits to its maximum potential. Zaiwu is someone who just has incredible consistency, sharp with the AWP as well as the AK-47, extremely versatile, and he's a star player that doesn't demand a lot. Simple's greatness came from the fact that he just beat the game. He's the best player to ever touch it. His motivation at some point was, I want to put on a show. I want the crowd on their feet as I decimate you inside the server.
Simple, are you serious? What is that? You can't do that, Simple.
And that level of greatness is really hard to achieve and might not ever be achieved again. For me, I think the GOAT conversation is a fun one. Device is the greatest CSGO player of all time. 4 majors, 21 MVPs, 20 MVPs. He was the center point for the greatest team of all time of that Astralis lineup. And then we get to dziugss, and he's going to take the mantle of the greatest player of all time. It's just a matter of time before everyone kind of gets on board and accepts that. Someone like m0NESY, someone like Donk should be next in line to have some kind of a GOAT status conversation. You need the major trophies. You have to have them. Donk's already got one in his first rookie year. If he's doing this in year 1, where is he going to develop into? But it's competition and it's Counter-Strike, and things can change in a heartbeat.
A curveball at the end of that half. Felt like we'd still not be able to peel these two teams apart, but a 7-5 lead off of a Demon heroic up that catwalk, and he ends the half tied with Lau, 12 kills each.
They picked the pizza molly. They come forward like there's only options. They lined them all up. They executed on them. They got the kill inside of middle. Everything was unlikely, but they've made a lot of unlikely rounds possible. Some good organization and great shots.
Molodoy first blood in what could be a very valuable pistol win for FURIA. Yekindar leaving a little to be desired here with his shots. Loses Fallen beside him, but he'll recover. As Demon's put down with just the 1, but Rotator's dead already. 3v3, minute 15. FUT pause with long control.
In this match, it feels like the pistol for FURIA might be necessary. Surely feeling the pressure right now. Great time to reset, though. You want to leave suspicion of the flank. And Yuri's not in a comfortable spot to like push through middle. It's got to kind of hope that it's going to end A, and it will. Wow, they're starting to believe in the move. And Yekindar, it depends if he goes and peeks this, but they're coming in to clear it hard.
He's going to pop up.
Oh,
not even going to get a chance to shoot back. They just see him around the front of the windshield. Molodoy's Berettas miss.
I did not see anyone sneak into car either.
Now it feels like FUT suddenly have this insurance policy with car control themselves. It's pressure on FURIA to pick up this pistol, and they're playing without a kit.
I mean, they don't know about car. They're down a player.
And you've got pretty solid spots in both car and the ramp, and by the looks of it, the site player as well is just going to look to keep his head tucked. Yuri's going to find Cemetery first. Berettas need to be reloaded. Molodoy's got to save them again.
Yeah, there's no kit.
55 health. Bomb is ticking quickly. Molodoy's going to try to charge it down, and he gets the second frag, but there's no time for the defuse. They waited a little too long for Yuri to get up that catwalk.
Ooh.
FURIA about to feel the real pressure sink in.
Yeah, we see a deep exhale there from Molodoy. They recognize the circumstances. It's a 3-round gap now. We saw how the first half started, though. Completely caught out.
Yeah, FURIA opt to save this time. Willing to concede a 9-5 lead. All in the hopes of making sure their first gun round is convincing and has all the tools for the job. Molodoy top mid presence, turn back, disappears. Nobody home in mid, nobody home on B. Just a gamble stack coming out of FURIA in a desperate time on Dust2.
I mean, if there's a way that these pistols can win, it'll be like this.
They picked the right bomb site, but again, working with little. Lau goes out first. USP found and dealt with swiftly. 3 kills. Stack bomb site or not, they just simply don't have the weapons for the job. And Yuri is going to be figured out as well. Not a single death racked up versus FUT. That 9-5 lead that FURIA were happy to give over is indeed materialized, but their guns start now. And the comeback has to start now.
I know, right? But it doesn't We're not getting the signs, really.
I mean, we're getting more of what Anubis was, which is just another moment where Molodoi can win rounds on his own. 5 frags for Fallen, Yakindar, and Yuri versus FUT.
And you can feel it. You can see the moments. You can see the lack of clutches that they can close. Who's able to get opening kills, who's not. And on the other side, they just have a litany of heroes.
But the closer they get to this victory, the more FUT will have to face that intangible pressure that comes with the thought of actually finishing off this upset. It's one thing to push FURIA to their limits, it's another thing to materialize the win. And you're up against guns now. Molodoi's got his op, and Molodoi has been, again, the beacon of hope here for FURIA tonight. But no test really offered over to FUT. They will take control of Catwalk. They will clump up happily. MAC-10's a part of this pack. And Molodoi setting up utility for Yakindar to try to get something from this forward spot. Flash goes in. The Yakindar peek there with a freebie. Confirms all of those numbers. And FUT, 40 seconds if they have other ideas.
They're still in an okay spot to go for with the cat exec. See how low the utility is for FURIA. They're the ones who are actually a little bit worried. They really want to keep numbers high in this situation. I don't know how Molodoi could even stop the plant.
So wall of smokes put up, fire on the bomb site. Krabeni to try and challenge the CT corner. Missed shot from Molodoi. Gets taken down to 16, but still no frags found. And Yuri gonna have to come and clear out the CT spawn as Fallen takes the fight up towards the ramp. We've got a man advantage, but remember that early damage. Opper still at a distance. It's a dangerous line for Molodoi. He'll come through and execute. Cemetery trying to put them all in the grave as they bottleneck on the bottom of ramp. It's a sole survivor in Yuri and a chance for FURIA's comeback to start off their first gun round.
One more moment of appreciation for Molodoi in this spot for who has low HP, gets one peek in, all he needs is one kill. And then it's just 3v2, 2v1, easy for FURIA to make sure they get the trades. FUT make it scary, absolutely, and that's because the money for FURIA was overall pretty low. Utility was very low. They had to be offered up some raw fights, and that was a must-hit shot that connected. As far as FURIA is concerned, a win's a win, though.
It's a costly victory, but it's not double digits FUT just yet.
I know, mentally they're just looking for a kickstart.
Here we go. KSCERATO gonna lock that one down. Him and Fallen doubled up on top of the door. FUT were hoping that that was gonna be far easier, but barrel stuffed by the two defenders. A comfortable back-to-back round win.
A comfortable win, like start to finish. It feels like it's been years since we've got one from FURIA, so we'll see about the finish.
That we will. We'll see how much FUT are willing to risk for this as well, right? Thought of saves starting to trickle through. FURIA's CT side, building up
low
cash.
money, aren't they?
Right? Again, do you have the bravery that it takes to still run risks? Because a 3v5 commitment in this round is most certainly a risk. Highest performing FURIA player, a part of this A defense as well. They try to throw Cemetery out on it, and Molodoi will not miss that chance to strike another one down. They're gonna get caught out in no man's land attempting to take this A site. Molodoi missed shot, gives them a little more room to work with. It draws out the nades, they're concerned about the flank, and they've got good cause to be. Hold on, challenge towards long, and Molodoi puts that off right back on the angle. The MP9 arrives, and they're gonna just still overwhelm. It cuts two players off the FURIA camp, but it's back-to-back round wins nonetheless.
I didn't even think Molodoi could get back on cycle that quickly, just for that one peek. Again, sliver of an angle. Maybe it doesn't matter for winning the round, but it does matter for winning the round dominantly, and they actually do that this time. Having both pistols is a huge boost, obviously, for FUT, but it won't guarantee them the win, as we can see. That was tasty.
Easy pickings here for FURIA. Free runway as the double ops come out.
This is kind of a critical moment for FURIA because like they can make a lot of money here, but FUT have really done a good job on ecos, getting kills and everything. And it looks like they will bank a lot off of this win.
Double op reveals itself. Shooting gallery through the mid gap.
This is where the CT advantages really start coming through. You keep 2 ops, extra bank for rebuys. Molodoy. Tagged one there, 5 up as they make it a 1-round game. And as much as this would be super disappointing for FURIA to win this or to lose this game, I think FUT for about a map and a half now felt like this is their match to lose and are so close to getting on LAN. And after having such a successful couple of months, I'm sure it will sting if they can't close this 1 win out.
Well, luckily for them, even a part of this formula right now is still just Molodoy. 20 kills, 11 deaths. Not one other player on his team has even reached 10 yet. It's the same formula that won FURIA Anubis. When you've got the Rookie of the Year, surely you can lean on him, but have they leaned on him too hard to start this year? Giving yourself a little leeway. It's not like FUT are standing on the finish line, still only 9 rounds to their name. But if they start to take their game plan away from Molodoy, because so far it has just been these A plays out of this T side, we'll see how mobile Molodoy can remain. And we'll see if FUT have any kinds of answers. They've been very good off the attack pauses with adaptations. Molodoy given a chance to go hunting into the tunnels. He is very much operating alone here. Nobody to send out nades for him. He's just instantly on that fallback. Has to forego tunnels and the mid control. He'll try to pop it open and nets himself his own frag. And just inches off of finding a second one towards top middle as well.
It's just DIY with Molodoy.
Plays in front of the smoke like it's not a problem. Confident in his ability to just linger out here in the open ground, and that's why you keep giving him a challenge. He will step up to the plate. That much proven already. And a frag grenade with Lau's name on it. It's going to take all the wind out of the sails here of FUT. This game is a tied endeavor. Stuck inside of the tunnels. Total map control as Fallen sits inside of your spawn. You got nowhere to go. You can try your damnedest to move this one forward, but you're already tagged down low. And this corner position from Yakinder is going to catch it all off guard. Molodoy finds a 3rd in this round, and he alone is driving this comeback for FURIA.
Well, sometimes you see in a FURIA, you know, a low moment, and Molodoy has a bad match. Like, we'll take the major elimination games. The shiny veneer of the whole team sort of goes away for a second. You realize how important this one player can be, and it's moments like this where you really see it. It's a qualifying match to a LAN, but all the same, they just wouldn't be able to do it without him. This is just raw impact to its highest degree.
Now we get a touch of desperation here in round 19. Pistols up, 4 foot. Yuri hanging onto the platform. Takes 2 players down with him, but does burn to a crisp. Yakindar wants to challenge through the doorway. Molodoy tagged down to 44. Yakindar makes his move, and that's gonna just take it down inside of the bomb site. No chance at the plant. No chance at the round. 4 survive for FURIA as they pull into the lead.
They pulled into the lead. Somehow in this match, they've actually got back into the lead.
After all the struggles, the trials, I know how. It's fueled by Molodoy.
Yeah.
The rest of FURIA can start to find their moments here when the rounds get easy versus pistols, but Molodoy the savior when the pressure was really on throughout Dust2. And still
best dressed at the HLTV Awards.
Yet to be seen whether they can change it up in the face of this high-performing Molodoy. He goes back into tunnels. We know he's already wanted to start rounds here. Fantastic frag, lands right on top of Lau again. And he's been muzzled by this utility damage in these last couple rounds, but they'll come through with an execute. Yuri fully blind, goes unchecked, and as he regains vision, he goes big.
Okay, Yuri.
Anchors that bomb site successfully. Car crossover. In a 2v4 attempt, Cemetery hands busy with the plant. Molodoy hot on the flank already. That tunnels push worth its weight in gold as they'll trade out their offer and get one step closer to the finish on Dust2.
Man, goes for Hummer in a spot like that. He's solo anchor on the site. Full exec coming his way, blind the entire time. As soon as he comes to, they may have cleared him right after looking at car, but as soon as he comes to, perfect first shot. And the spray control here with the silence them for, it's exquisite. Game's running away from FUT now. So it's like lots of money's getting banked here for FURIA as well. No ideas are actually turning into rounds. They're down to the last timeout. And they're a young team, you know, and they can feel it slipping. It's going to compound.
Never have they had such a great chance to upset. Never have they known what it feels like to see that slip away.
Yeah.
And that roller coaster of emotions that they've so clearly been on in this game, you could see it starting to stack up. That last hold from Yuri just feels like a pile driver when the pressure's at its highest. It's another gun round afforded to them, but I mean, Molodoy has just turned this game upside down. That's probably what it feels like if you're FUT. Head over heels, spiraling out of control as Molodoy again has the confidence to just go hunting towards top middle. But they don't want to give a bone over to FUT. So he peels back with that utility pressure, keeping things even 5v5.
Massive activity inside of mid, but doesn't complete the kill. They have the smoke down and suicide. He has 2 attempts at shots. He scared them for sure that they can come back and take it. It doesn't really have a huge effect on the round in terms of time. It'd be very easy to re-clear things. FUT could win back a lot of their confidence just picking up a round right now, but oh, more good utility here from the FURIA side.
Nicely done.
Oh, Crabini's lucky to be alive.
Tapping back into the double nades we saw so regularly on Anubis.
Molodoy just teleporting to their position, spotting this attempt at a cat play, supporting smoke lands after he leaves.
35 to the clock. It just feels like no matter where they go, Molodoy gets there first.
They're low on grenades now. It's actually Molodoy the flashes and KSCERATO's B-side with the molly. They're flanking long.
Yeah, they don't. He's got this wrapped up, but it's also assuming that
a cat play. He's just turned into a retaker. He should actually go back, I think.
Right now, Molodoy is looking to hold. He's just lost his teammate on the site. Oh, Demon double headshot.
Wow.
Fallen tries to make this happen with the 5-7 flank around, but oh my God.
They did pull it off just now. That was awkward because, I mean, a long flank sounds like a great idea, but they had 2 ops on A right there.
Fallen goes flanking with the 5-7 in hand because he has it, but it's like if you have the op on long, don't you? I mean, I
guess Molodoy was floating so much that he started A, and then they just ended up in an awkward spot.
They brought Yakindar up. I want to see those headshots at a Demon.
To be fair to Fallen, you can't predict both your teammates are going to die that quickly. If they had put up any kind of hold, he could have been a very fast flank on Cat, but... And he tells them they don't have to worry about long, but it doesn't help them. Demons destroyed him. 1-round game.
That's what FUT needed right here, right now. Some kind of individual hero. Make a difference, make it feel alive. Watch this.
They took some damage, but they didn't lose any players, so... It's a nasty couple entries.
Just ready for Molodoy on that angle. Pressure right back onto FURIA. They know that they've had this streak of winning ways. It was 6 rounds in a row. Only the 3rd terrorist round win here for FUT. Silver lining theirs. They've got still tons of cash for the attack. That bomb site falls with no defense posted out of FURIA.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be full strength rounds to the end. No matter who wins this. Oh, more good utility. And we saw that utility last round didn't have a huge impact, but they've been consistently able to land these grenades. Ooh.
Kindar just gives up his angle and the nades follow him.
Kind of want to get quick about it. Yukinder's got an HE though. They've got to still be careful about that. One's going to come.
When that last round came so easily off of the double demon entry, I'm sure there's a part of your brain that thinks you could just tap back into it, but how many times are you going to get it over Molodoy that easily? Because yet again, he is right back to that car angle.
Haven't made a total decision yet, and fallen spots actually, like, this is so key. With Molodoy,
Yes,
it's such a good way to get more than one kill in this position. They're right about this split.
And the flashbang finds nothing. Back turn, bomb delivered. FURIA queue up a 12th round as it's going to be utility underhanded. Cemetery doesn't get that fallen frag back. A slight variation from FURIA and a little bit of a change up from FUT that walks right into that trap. They have no chance to get this bomb back. They have no opportunity to deny FURIA a 12th round. 2 map and match points secured off of the back of a change up for long control. FUT not wanting to go back to that cat emphasis. They just wanted something a little different, and you haven't seen Molodoy dueling on long like that, and yet the moment they go for it, they fall for it as well.
And last round we had Fallen go for the push. This time he's in a very committed position for a late round long play. Reads that really right here. And while FUT did nothing wrong, like they exec'd on a good amount of time, they had every player alive. I think they did feel a little indecisive on Cat. I think they were hoping to just get an early frag, and FURIA just didn't give them any options for that.
Feels like Fallen knows he just outcalled that, right?
Yeah.
Little change up.
Yeah. A B play was definitely possible there for FUT, but they're really, you know, they like A site.
Smile
might be a little scared of Yuri too.
That's fair. His triple lockdown.
Oh, that's a great name. Man, they're just so good. Oh my goodness, the value on that. 150 damage. Oh, and a little tag.
You know, we go right back to Anubis in terms of the win conditions. Molodoy's star-studded performance here on map 3. The frag grenades that are just landing to perfection were also apparent back on map 1. But FUT did suddenly just have that burst of entry ability off the back of Demon mere rounds ago. They will try to tap back into it with this cat play. And Yukindar misses his frag.
Well, they might not be worried about this one now. And
luckily he's got another. But he opts not to throw it. That's going to keep the health bars of FUT higher for now.
That's going to be the cat exec, and then the nade definitely hits, and there's a couple of players that can't afford that.
See how the timing all boils down. Smoke lands at 42 seconds. Frag comes in a little ahead of the pack. Molodoy and Fallen are also here layered up for this hold. There's no more nades that are going to flash, and they don't even announce it. Fallen spams down. Molodoy hits his headshot. FUT go all in on the challenge. Fallen off of the side of ramp, cleared, and Molodoy dives back into cover. They don't announce themselves. They just dive that bomb site. FURIA have so much cash that this retake is inevitable, but what about the success of it?
It'll be a clash head-to-head, 2v2 on Cat to kick things off. Molodoy, we'll see if he gets peeked.
Yuri running in. Molodoy goes down. It's gotta be the Fangs.
Oh, what?
KSCERATO gonna bring up the tail end of this in a 1v2, and it's an instant headshot. Falls on Krabeni, looking for the quad kill. His multi-frags have been massive, and as he swings, it's KSCERATO to survive it. A 24th on the line, and FUT still just play that time down to the final seconds.
Oh, they got the outplay on Yukinder. No flash, nothing, just walked by that smoke. He turned to play anti, assuming they were gonna do a little extra, and that wasn't the case. This one's not done.
They themselves walked away from Cat a round ago because it felt maybe a bit too predictable, but they tap back into the success of it. The 2 rounds that have broken through on this T side, barring the pistol and the conversion, come off of catwalk entries.
So now we've got both teams looking alive here. Round 24 on map 3.
These opportunities do not come often to challengers like FUT. FURIA have been able to bank on Molodoi again here in map 3. But when does it run out? Missed chance towards the opening kill. Smoke fades. Molodoi caught. Able to go back in with the duel, though. He will pop Krubeni.
They wanted him dead so badly. He knew he couldn't run, but he stood his ground.
And unfortunately for FUT, economy low, nades infrequent, and the guns lackluster.
And they saw Molodoi skip over towards A, I think.
And so a daunting thought to try to take this fight back to Molodoi again, but this is the only thing that has worked.
FURIA are believing in this little fake. They think that it might be a B split.
Fallen back onto the ramp. He's got a flashbang in his hand, but he sees that utility start to trickle in. And they extend out. They're going to give it a try. Fallen keeps it clean. 2 headshots off the rifle, bolstered by Molodoi behind him. He gets that triple kill. dziugss, 1 frag back. That's all they find. And at the final hurdle, FUT falter. FURIA survive a scare at the start of 2026. All the rounds of regulation, but FURIA a playoffs feature.
FURIA are our last team to make it through here to Malta at the BLAST Bounty Season 1 LAN Finals. But my oh my, it was